Welcome back to Battle High School in Columbia, Missouri, and we're ready for game 3 of 4. And this is a winner's bracket game between Freed-Hardeman and Central Methodist University. Freed-Hardeman scored 3 runs in the 9th inning, or the 7th inning, to defeat College of Idaho 3-2. Brittany Adair will be pitching, and Freed-Hardeman will be the home team in this winner's bracket game. Both of these teams will survive to tomorrow. And after this one, College of Idaho will take on Ottawa and an elimination game tonight. We're ready to go. And coming up for CMU, team that just won 3-0, and right back at it is Kalena Oots. Oots, the center fielder, and she'll face Brittany Adair. Here's the first pitch of the winner's bracket game. It's high ball 1. Oots, a left-handed hitter. And the pitch was slapped towards short. Mitchell cannot come up with it. It'll be an error to start the game. An error on Allie Mitchell, the shortstop for the Lions. And that'll bring up the designated player, Morgan Willis. So runner on, Willis, a left-handed hitter. And the pitch to her. High and outside, ball 1. Here's the next one from Adair. Swing and a miss, 1-1. She is, again, the designated player. Adair trying to work around this error. And here's the pitch. High, check swing, 2-1. Madison Love will be pitching for the Eagles. Here's the next pitch, swing and a miss. Good pitch. Took something off that one on the outside part of the plate. And here's the next one. Pop foul back into the screen. We'll do it again. Adair ready, to right-handed pitcher. To the left-handed hitting Morgan Willis. Swing and a miss. Got her. Nice pitch. So 1 out. And here's Kelly Gorman. Gorman is the left fielder. First pitch, swing and a miss. There's the 1-0 pitch from Adair. Swing and a miss. We'll talk about her numbers as we go along here tonight. They're very impressive. Adair is ready. And here's the pitch. Change up, got her looking, called strike three. So 2 out with 1 on, and here's Madison Love, who will be doing the pitching in this game. And there's a strike. Well, she's just throwing it in there. Here's the next one. Just a little low. Next one from Adair. Strike on the outside corner. Trying to strike out the side and work around that error. This is the winner's bracket game. Here's the pitch. That's high. 2-1. The winner of this one will play tomorrow. And the loser of this game will play tomorrow against the winner of Idaho-Ottawa, which is still coming up tonight. Swing and a miss. And Adair strikes out the side, working around an error. No runs, no hits. There was an error and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first inning, no score. Here we go into the bottom of the first inning. Catherine Crabb, the center fielder, will lead things off. No score, bottom of the first. Let's see what Madison Love can do. Brittany Adair was very impressive in that first inning. Pitch inside, ball 1. And here's the 1-0 pitch. That's in for a strike. 1-1. Just underway in the winner's game here. Winner's bracket game, I should say. There's a strike from Madison Love, and it's quickly 1-2. Next pitch, ground ball, tipped by the pitcher to White. Throw to first for the out. So it goes pitcher to the shortstop, Madison White, and then on to first. So she gets an assist on that. 1 out, and that'll bring up Kennedy Harris, who is the right fielder. Kennedy Harris playing right field. Steps in. This should be, watching both of these teams play earlier, this should be a heck of a game. Again, Freed-Hardeman was down. There's a little ground ball towards second. Picked up. The sliding to first base safe with a hit is Harris. The ball was picked up by the second baseman and Kaiser, but she could not beat Harris to the bag, so that'll be an infield hit. Had a lot of English on that ball. It got by Sewell at first. Kaiser picked it up, but she could not beat Harris to the bag. So Harris is at first with one out, and here's Sophie Donovan, the catcher. Pitch to her. Inside corner for a strike. Again, we will have one more game after this, and it'll be the late show, or the early morning show, I guess. College of Idaho against Ottawa. Donovan waits at the plate, and here's the 0-1 pitch to her. Ground ball. That is up the middle for a base hit. Harris checks in at second. She'll stay there. So first and second with one out. And here's Caitlin Mitchell, the designated player. Where's number 9? Mitchell's a junior out of Scotts Hill, Tennessee. So 2 on, 1 out. Freed-Hardeman trying to score early here. And here's the pitch to Mitchell. Ground ball, that is a fair ball. Step on third for 1. Across the diamond for the double play. The ground ball to third. Jenkins stepped on the bag and fired to first for the double play. In the inning, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. Or 1 left, I should say. We head to the second inning, no score. So how long does it take you to fly home? Kansas City?
Yeah, we're flying Kansas City to Dallas, and then Dallas to Vancouver. It's 12 hours.
I've always said this, one of these days, when I never retire, I'm gonna go visit every country where I've had students. That would be fun, wouldn't it? It would be Spain, Brazil,
Yeah, like from Spain.
Colombia, if you have Mexico, there'd be a lot of.
Like in mobile, you have a lot of Spanish students.
Yeah,
So it's like
it'd be all over the place. Do you know any of the gals that play soccer at Missouri Valley? Did you know any of them before from Spain? No. You did.
I know before being here one Miguel of Mid-America.
Well, I really enjoy foreign students. Fun. I enjoy it.
They are. They are fun.
Where are you from?
California.
You're California. Well, that's almost a foreign country. California.
He loves the international people.
I really enjoy it. Oh, is that your home? We go into the second inning here. No score. Madison White, Adelia Sewell, and Michaela Harcrow are the 3 hitters for CMU. I told you about Adair, Brittany Adair, a 1.33 ERA, coming into this game 239 strikeouts. So she now has 242 strikeouts in 147 innings. She's had several 21, I believe 20 strikeout games, several 18 strikeout games. She's the real deal. Brittany Adair. Again, 242 strikeouts now. First pitch inside to Madison White, ball 1. Freed-Hardeman, a very good pitching staff. But there's a sophomore. I said Spring Hill, Tennessee. And the pitch, ball 2 low. And with all those strikeouts she has walked 76, giving up just 62 hits and 30 runs, 28 of those earned. Here's the 2-0 pitch. All three. Good eye by Madison White. "3-0 count. And here's the next pitch to her. She's swinging 3-0 and fouls it back 3-1. Madison out of Columbia, so she's playing in her hometown tonight. Here's the next one to her on the 3-1. Little pop-up on the infield and caught behind second base by Jarnigan, the second baseman. Annalise Jarnigan made the play. So one out, and that'll bring up Adelia Sewell, the first baseman. Wind still blowing. I went to the vehicle and got my winter coveralls out. Much more comfortable now. We'll try to get you some information on game times tomorrow. We're not sure what time games will be tomorrow. Depending on site, if we're here, we'll let you know. Pitch is low. Samantha Morgan is the third baseman. Mitchell's the shortstop. Jarnigan is the second baseman, and Cassie Hayes, who had the big blow, the big home run in the first game, she's at first. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Donovan is the catcher. Lakin Page, the left fielder. Crabb is in center, Catherine Crabb, and Kennedy Harris is the right fielder. Pitch. That one skips up there. And it's 2-1. CMU now 50-7 on the year. And the way I had it figured, with that win in the first game against Ottawa, Coach Pat Reardon now has 850 wins, 850 and 549 as the head coach of the Eagles. 2-1 count on Sewell. And here's the pitch. Took something off that one, stayed inside. 3-1. So it's a 3-1 count on White, now 3-1 on Sewell. And here's the pitch to Sewell. Swing and a miss. And she's down. Three. So she strikes out, and that is the fourth strikeout already for Brittany Adair. It looks like runs are going to be hard to come by in this one for both teams. Here's Harcrow. Michaela, the right fielder. Where's number 8? She is from Mustang, Oklahoma. Takes the first pitch. Check swing. Did she go around? They're going to appeal. She did not. 1-0. The winner of this one will be one win away from going to the finals starting May 27th in Georgia. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen. 1-1. You see the College of Idaho team in the batting cages behind center field. Oh, they had a tough loss to this Freed-Hardeman club. Now timeout is called by Harklaw. Harcrow steps back in. And the pitch to her. That's a strike. A little groan from the crowd. It's 1-2. Here's the next one. That's high. Check swing, 2-2. 2-2 on Harcrow with Kaiser on deck. CMU having to play back-to-back games here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout. That's 5 strikeouts now. And a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing across for the Eagles. We go to bottom 2. No score. Here we go into the bottom of the second inning. Lakin Page, Annalise Jarnigan, and Samantha Morgan, the 3 hitters, will face Madison Love. Madison, a 1.84 ERA. She has 146 strikeouts coming in. And she throws strike 1 to Lakin Page. Page, the left fielder. That pitch is high. In the first game, Page was 1 for 1, had a sacrifice bunt walk, and then hit a home run to start things off with 1 out in that 7th inning. And he fouls this one at the plate. One and two is the count. Page steps back in. Here's the pitch from Love. Foul back to the screen. Page hit a home run in that 7th inning with 1 out. Then Jarnigan a base hit. And after 2 outs, Cassie Hayes hit a 2-run homer to give Freed-Hardeman that 3-2 lead and the win over College of Idaho. Foul back to the screen again. One and two is the count on Lakin Page. Jarnigan waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Just outside. 2-2. Talked to Todd Humphrey at that win tonight. They're now 40-11. He said it took a while for the team to get going, but boy, was he excited about that win. There's a changeup, and Love almost does slip in the pitching circle, and now they're going to check on her to see if she's all right. She slipped in the pitching circle right in the front of it. This is a turf field, and if you're watching on the stream, beautiful field. And this one in the baseball field here at Battle High School just recently completed. Look at a little bit of turf there right in the front of the circle. 3-2 is the count on Lake and Page. And they're going to have her throw a couple pitches here. Yeah, I think she's all right. Just kind of slipped a little bit. So 3-2 is the count on Page. Love got out of the last inning on a double play. Ground ball to Jenkins, stepped on third through to first. And here's the pitch. 3-2. Got her. Struck 3 call, and that's the first strikeout for Madison Love. So 1 down. And here's Jarnigan. Jarnigan wears number 20. From Lebanon, Tennessee. I mentioned this college is located about 90 miles from Memphis in West Tennessee, in Henderson, Tennessee. About 2,100 students. Pitch in for a strike. Madison Love finding that groove here. It's 1-1. Jarnigan waits, and here's the pitch from Love. Fouled right side, out of play. Samantha Morgan waits on deck. And here's the pitch to Jarnigan. That's outside. 2-2. Again, after this one, we'll have an elimination game between College of Idaho and Ottawa. I guess the one positive about that game is both are in the Western time zone, so it won't be quite so late. Or early, if you will. There's a ground ball to short. Grabbed by White. Throws across. High but out. Little snow cone there in the glove of Sewell, but she held on. 2 down. Here's Samantha Morgan.
Number 3, Samantha Morgan.
She is the third baseman. We're in the bottom of the second, no score. First pitch, in for a strike. Again, the way the bracket looks, we'll talk about that here momentarily. Here's a pitch, just inside, 1-1. The way the bracket looks, Game 5 tomorrow will be the loser of this game and the winner of the next game. And then we'll move on to there'll be either 2 or 3 games tomorrow. Here's the pitch. Foul back into the screen again. Stepping into the right side is Morgan. Love looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. Here's the pitch. Ooh. The CMU fans behind us, ooh and ah. They thought that was a strike. That's 2-2. We'll try to find out what the schedule is tomorrow. We'll see if we can find that for you. There's a swing and a miss. And a 1-2-3 inning, nothing across for the Lions. The second strikeout for Madison Love. We head to inning number 3, no score. All right, we go into the top of the third inning. It'll be Caitlin Kaiser, Jordan Jenkins in the top of the order for CMU. In our first game tonight, Kaiser was 1 for 2, a base hit, scored a run in that 3-run second inning, reached on a fielder's choice, and then a sacrifice bunt. So Kaiser will step in from the right side, facing Brittany Adair, who's already struck out 5. I talked to the SID at Freed-Hardeman last week. Taylor told me that, watch this, she is a strikeout machine, and so far he is correct. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss by Kaiser on an inside pitch. Oh and 1. Here's the next one to Kaiser. Little low, 1 and 1. We do have game times now. The first game here will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow. That'll be we'll play at 1 and 3 and 5 if need be. So here's the pitch. Kaiser inside, 2 and 1. Now the Freed-Hardeman fans wanted a strike call, and there are quite a few of them here tonight as well. 2 and 1 is the count on Kaiser. Here's the pitch. Ball 3 low. If CMU get a base runner, you know Jenkins will be bunting, I would think. Brad Reardon was a longtime coach of this CMU program. He's coaching at third. Here's the 3-1 pitch from Adair. Swing and a miss at ball 4. That was up above her, in her eyes. And she knew it. But boy, sometimes that pitch is coming in that high and it looks good. You just can't reach it. So 3 and 2 on Kaiser now. And here's the pitch from Adair. Low and inside, ball 4. First walk given up by Adair, so there's a runner on, and it's up to Jenkins now. Jenkins 0 for 3 in game 1. Popped to second, flied to left, grounded out to second. She stands in from the right side. Squares to bunt, pops it up, caught by the catcher, and no advancement by the runner. The pitch was up, she popped it up, and the catcher, Donovan, made the catch. So 1 out, runner still at first is Kaiser, and here's Oots. Kaylana in the first game was 1 for 4, ground out to third, had a double, reached on an error and grounded back the pitcher. Slap hitter, takes ball 1 outside. Here's the next one to Oots. That's inside, 2 and 0. Top of the order, slap hitter. Has that speed. And here's the pitch to her. Ball 3 low. Well, Adair having problems finding the plate right now. It's 3 and 0. Runner at first walk. That's Kaiser. Now a little meeting at the pitching circle as Donovan goes out to talk to Brittany Adair. And the home plate umpire said, okay, I'm coming out too. 3-0 is the count on Oots. Umpire lost her cell phone. Everyone has a little laugh about that. 3-0 is the count. Here's the pitch to Oots. There's a strike. She was taking all the way. 3-1. Morgan Willis on deck. And here's the next one. Strike 2 on the outside corner, and boo, say the fans. So she's from 3-0 to 3-2. And here's the pitch. Pop foul into the screen. We'll do it again. Late night softball in Columbia. We'll have some early Wednesday morning softball before we're done. Three and two on Oots. Here's a dare. Ball 4, 2 walks in the inning. Now there's a runner in scoring position for Morgan Willis. Willis in the first game tonight was 0 for 3, fly to left, ground to second, and popped out, or a line drive out, with runners on base to the third baseman. Would have scored 2, hit a line drive right at the third baseman, Morgan, who made the catch. But right now, runners at first and second with 1 out. And here's the pitch. Hidden for a strike. Took a little off that one. Got it over the plate. Kelly Gorman waits on deck. Here's the 0-1 to Willis. Swing and a miss. We're in the top of the third. No score. Winner's bracket game. Here is the 0-2. Strike 3 call. And that is the 6th strikeout for Adair. What a big one that was. Now here's Kelly Gorman. Gorman was 2 for 2, walked, had 2 base hits in game 1. Third place hitter. And here's the pitch to her. In for a strike. Gorman, a 403 hitter in the regular season, and of course has a couple of hits tonight. 22 home runs, 82 RBI. Wow. Here's the 0-1 to her. Swing and a miss, 0-2. So she is the leading RBI hitter for the Eagles, leading home run hitter by far. This Eagle team has scored 300 and, well, they've scored a ton of runs. 418. Swing and a miss, and Adair gets 2 big strikeouts back to back. In the inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left on. The Eagles have stranded 3. We go to the bottom of inning number 3, no score.
Yo te he dicho que sí. Sí. A ver, no mucho, pero en plan, se te pega todo el cuerpo más. Yo te digo en serio que sí, o sea, no, obviamente
All right, here we go into the bottom of the third inning. Good game. We thought it would be. No score again. We'll be back here to Battle High School 1 o'clock tomorrow. 1 and 3 and 5 if need be, but 1 and 3 for sure. Here's Hayes. She had the big home run, the 2-run homer that gave Freed-Hardeman the 3-2 win in game 1 today. She was 2 for 3 in that game, a base hit, and then the 2-run homer that put her team ahead, and they went on to win 3-2. Here's the pitch. That's a ball, and it's 1-1. Again, the loser of this game will play the winner of the next game tomorrow at 1 o'clock here. Here's the pitch. There's a strike, and it's 1-2. Madison Love got a couple of strikeouts in a 1-2-3 inning in the third. Here's the pitch. Off the fist to Kaiser. Quick throw to first for the out. Kaiser took her time. Ball was just over the pitcher's head and bounced. Looked like might have had some strange English on it, but Kaiser was able to grab it and flip to first for the out. 1 down. Here's Allie Mitchell. That's now 5 straight retired by Love. Mitchell was 0 for 2 in game number 1.
Thank you so much.
1-0 in the count on Allie Mitchell. There's a strike. It's 1-1.
No, I gotta say I did too.
Mitchell's the shortstop. Good defensive player. And here's the pitch to her. Outside. Well, we have a good pitcher's duel going on right now. And here's the pitch, the 2-1. That's in for a strike, 2-2. And the next one from Love. Fly ball, foul, out of play, left side. Love ready to work to Mitchell with 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. And the pitch. Ground ball to short. Picked up by White. Across in time for the out. Top of the order, Catherine Crabb.
Center fielder, number 10, Catherine Crabb.
Crabb steps in from the right side. 2 down. And the pitch. Little low ball 1. Again, use 3 umpires at these national tournament games. Normally just 2, but 3 here. Home plate and then 1 at first and at third. And those base umpires will move around accordingly to depend on who's on base. NAIA National Softball Tournament. Baseball tournament underway as well. There were some other champions have been crowned. Pitch, sliced, right side, foul down the line. Pitch, that's a little number down the third baseline. It's going to roll foul. In the final poll, softball, Southern Oregon ranked number 1. The Central Methodist team was number 4, even though they are a a at-large bid. They're still ranked number 4. College of Idaho came in 15th, Freed-Hardeman 18th. So 3 of the 4 teams here ranked in the top 20 in the country. Here's the pitch to Crabb, the 2-2, fouled, right side out of play. Here's the next pitch. Check swing, that one's up high. The baseball winners of the baseball brackets will be headed to Lewistown, Idaho, May 28th through June the 4th. The 9 there will join Lewis Clark State. So that's what baseball's headed. Here's the pitch. That's high, ball 4. Good at bat by Crabb. First walk given up by Love.
Now batting, right fielder, number 6, Kennedy Harris.
NAIA championships being decided. The tennis will be decided in Mobile, Alabama, the 18th through the 21st. So they're started that today. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off the screen by Kennedy Harris. The men's and women's track, May 26th to the 28th, Gulf Shores, Alabama. Lindsey Wilson won the football title a few weeks ago. Missouri Valley, men's soccer. Kaiser, Florida won the women's soccer title. Men's golf going on at Deer Run TPC in Silvis, Illinois this week. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Women's golf will be in Oklahoma City next week. Kaiser won women's lacrosse. Grandview the men's volleyball. And Missouri Baptist won the women's volleyball. Some of the NAIA champions. 0-2 is the count on Harris and the pitch. Runner goes, pitches high. Here's the throw. That's a stolen base. So Crabb gets a stolen base. And it's a 1-2 count. Now a base hit could produce a run. Harris had a base hit in that first inning. Here's the pitch. Fouled right side again. Once again, Harris battling Love here at the bottom of the third inning. And the pitch, ground ball towards short, picked up by White, throws across in time for the out. And in the bottom of the third, no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. The Lions have left 2 on base. We head to inning number 4 of a scoreless game, CMU, and the Eagles are coming to bat in the 4th inning. Early morning. So what year are you in school?
What?
What year are you in school?
I'm a freshman.
Oh, freshman.
Now sophomore.
Did you enjoy it? Do you like it here?
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't expect that before came here. Like, I thought it would be worse, but I really like it.
Good. And you play soccer? Yeah. So I'll probably see you play next year then. I'll have to root against you, but I'll still hope you do well.
We will won again.
I'm kidding. I like to see everybody do well. We head into the 4th inning. It'll be Madison Love.
Up for the Eagles leading off.
Madison White,
Number 24.
Adelia Sewell, the three hitters for the Eagles. Boy, we're cruising right along here. My weather says it's 68 degrees. I don't believe that. I don't think it's that warm. The breeze is keeping it quite cool. And here we go. Love, White, and Sewell for the Eagles. Someone looking for a run. Runs are hard to get in this one. There's ball one. Love was 0 for 3 in the first game. White had a home run. She was 1 for 3. And Sewell did not play in game one. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-1. Brittany Adair has already struck out 6. She's walked 2. Here's the next one to Love. That's high. 2-1. Breeze still blowing from right field to left. You get one up on that breeze, it can carry. We've seen several home runs today. Again, we'll be back here at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Here's the pitch. Foul back to the screen. Two and two is the count on the Eagles pitcher. Another foul back to the screen. Already 7 strikeouts of the 9 outs. Foul back again. Love thought, boy, that was my pitch. Got to see that. Ooh, I should have done something with that one. So here's the next one to Madison Love. Another 2-2 pitch. Low and inside, 3-2. Love is the cleanup hitter. Here's the 3-2 pitch to her. Popped up. Third base side, and the third baseman makes the catch. That's Samantha Morgan, 1 down. That brings in Madison White. White popped up to the second baseman, her first time up. A .352 hitter. Again, steps in from the right side. You get to this level, the pitching is very good. Pitch, swing, and a miss. You don't get to this level if you don't have good pitching. 0-1 now on Madison White with Adelia Sewell on deck. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And White steps out of the box. And here's the 0-2. Foul back into the screen. Oh, 2 is the count. And here's Adair's pitch. That's high. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fouled again out of play, right side. Adelia Sewell is on deck. Here's the pitch from White. Line drive into left field for a base hit. That is going to go to the fence, and that's going to be a double for Madison White. Two-strike pitch, but she found that one and lines it in the left center for a base hit. And it went to the fence, and she gets two. So here's Adelia Sewell. Sewell struck out her first time up. Now there's a runner at second. Sewell playing first base in this game. And here's the first pitch to her. Swing and a miss. That was the first hit by the Eagles in this game. 0-1 is the count on Sewell. Swing and a miss. That was a high, tight pitch, and she went for it. 0-2. So it's 0-2 on Adelia Sewell. Runner at second is Madison White. No score. We're in the top of inning number 4. And here's the pitch to Sewell. Low, 1-2. One and two is the count on the Eagle first baseman. We're in game number 3 of the afternoon and evening. Here's the pitch to Sewell. Struck her out, and that's strikeout number 8. So 2 down for Michaela Harcrow. She struck out in the second inning. Runner at second, Madison White. Harcrow could drive in the first run of the game with a hit. Here's the pitch from Adair. Swing and a miss. And that is that second, excuse me, that was only 2 strikes on Sewell. But she struck out for the second out. I had her 3 strikes, but that was only 2. Now she did strike out. So that is the 8th strikeout, and here's Harcrow. Trying to get that runner in. She's a left-handed hitter, and the first pitch to her. Outside ball 1. Kaiser's on deck. So 2 out, runner at second. And a 1-0 count here on Harcrow. Now she asks for timeout. Steps back in. Again, runner at second is White. No score, top of the 4th, 2 out. 1-0 count on Harcrow, and here's the pitch. Ball 2 outside and low. She struck out 8, walked 2. Big run out there at second base. And the pitch. Foul back to the screen, 2-1. Harcrow, strikeout victim in the second inning. She's ahead of the count, 2-1. Way high, 3-1. If she reaches, Caitlin Kaiser would be the hitter. picking up again. And here's the pitch. There's the 3-1. Strike two, 3-2. Taking that pitch. And it's a full count. Adair looking for strikeout number 9. Harcrow looking for that hit. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. That's the 3rd walk given up by Adair to go with 8 strikeouts. So here's Caitlin Kaiser.
Now batting for the Eagles, second baseman number 3, Caitlin Kaiser.
Kaiser was 1 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt in the first game. She could give the Eagles the lead. And here's the pitch. Hit her right in the back. Bases are loaded. So the bases are loaded for Jordan Jenkins, who tried to bunt and popped it up to the catcher.
Now batting, third baseman.
She's in a big spot here.
Jenkins.
And now we're going to have a conference in the pitching circle as Todd Humphrey comes out. Huge part in this game right here. So Coach Humphrey talking to his infield and his pitcher. Pat Reardon talking to his base runners and batter. Right around third base. We're in the top of the 4th inning, no score, but the Eagles have the bases loaded with 2 out. Now the umpire's heading out toward the pitching circle, so let's get back in action. We still have another game tonight. That one won't start till probably 12:30. So Jenkins comes to the plate in a huge spot here. Runner at third is White. Harcrow at second. Kaiser's at first. No score. Top of the 4th. Adair to Jenkins. Pitch number 1. Strike. Adair taking her time now. Here's the 0-1 to Jenkins. Strike 2. And the Freed-Hardeman fans enjoyed that pitch. So 0-2 on Jenkins with the bases loaded. Adair waits. Jenkins ready from the right side, and the 0-2 pitch. Struck her out. 3 pitches, struck her out. That's the 9th strikeout for Adair. In the inning, no runs. There was a hit. No errors, and 3 left on. The Eagles have stranded 6. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. No score. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Adair got out of a big jam there. Bases loaded.
Into the game for the Eagles, now playing first base, number 18, Caitlin Cobb.
Yep, Eagles right here. You're cold. You should have brought a jacket.
For the Eagles, Caitlin Cobb is now playing first base. Here's Donovan, the catcher, facing Madison Love. This pitcher's duel continues.
Le odio más que a mí. Dice ella es.
From the bottom of the fourth inning. We are at Battle High School, which is in northeast Columbia, Missouri. Right on I-70. A couple hours from St. Louis and Kansas City. And CMU, Fayette, the home of CMU, about 30 miles from here. Donovan waits and the pitch. There's a ball. I think it's 2-0, maybe 1-1. Let's see. Scoreboard showing 1-0. Here's the next one to Donovan. Ground ball, that is through the right side for a base hit. And I'll tell you what, I like what Harcrow does out there. She charges, and then she tries to throw the runner out at first. Didn't get there. Donovan 2 for 2 now. And here is Caitlin Mitchell. How do you have your cleanup hitter bunt? We're going to find out shortly. Bunting is a big part of softball. Wish it was more like that in baseball at all levels. The sacrifice bunt, put a run in scoring position. Let's see if Mitchell's going to try that here. Yep, she does. Misses. Here's the throw, and she's safe. Had diving back in at first. They had a chance to get her. Kaiser dove in front and could not hang on, and diving into the bag was Donovan, and she may have hurt her shoulder. She may have jammed her left hand, arm into the bag. They're talking to her right now. Mitchell, the cleanup hitter, turned to square to bunt, pulled the bat back, and it was a ball. And this is the catcher. This is Sophie Donovan. She is their catcher. I think she's going to stay in there. She's all right. And she gets a hand from the crowd. So Mitchell was attempting to bunt there. We're in the bottom of the fourth inning, no score in this winner's bracket game. Here's the pitch. Ground ball down the third baseline. What a job by Jenkins. And she throws to first but safe. What a job by Jenkins to save a double down the line. She stood up and threw to first but could not get Mitchell. That, however, saved second and third with nobody out. Now I think we're going to have a pinch runner here. Lakin Page will be the hitter. It looks like Destiny Strain will be the pinch runner. So Strain will be the runner. Page now, will be bunting. But what a play by Jenkins to save a second and third and nobody out situation. That was headed down the line. She got up and almost threw Mitchell out.
Hey, nay, no outs.
So nobody out. Page at the plate. Runners will wait to take off after the pitch. Squares to bunt. Good bunt. Foul. First base side 0-1. If you remember the last game, CMU Ottawa tried that, and Jenkins came in and fired to second to get the lead runner, but let's see what happens here. 0-1 on Page. Love wants the strikeout. Runner's ready to take off again. Here's the pitch. Bunts, foul, 0-2. Could not get the bunt down. Sometimes it's almost a little too impatient there on that bunt. Well, a big opportunity here. The Eagles left the bases loaded in the top of this inning. Now the Lions have first and second with nobody out, but an 0-2 count on Page. Pitch, high, ball one. One and two is the count on Lakin Page. Annalise Jarnigan is on deck. Here's the 1-2 pitch. High, ball two. Stepping back in is Page, 2-2. It was 0-2, now it's 2-2. Runner's ready to move. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. A huge, huge strikeout for Madison Love. So there's one out, and that brings up Annalise Jarnigan. Jarnigan grounded to short her first time's up.
Annalise Jarnigan.
Jarnigan, a right-handed hitter. Love had a big strike out there. Could not get the bunt down. And the pitch. Line drive, center field, base hit. Donovan will score. Heading to third, rounding third, and heading home is Mitchell, and it's 2-0 on the double by Jarnigan. So 2-run score. Donovan scores. Strain right behind her. And it's 2-0.
Number 3, third baseman, Samantha.
And here's Samantha Morgan. So Freed-Hardeman taking a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the fourth. Jarnigan with the double. Now Morgan. She struck out her first time up. Pitch. Chop foul right at the plate, 0-1. Big, big hit by Annalise Jarnigan. And that's after the Eagles had the bases loaded and could not score in the top of this inning. Next one to Morgan. High, 1-1. Another big run out there. That's a big run out there. Morgan waits the pitch, swing, and just got a piece of that. Foul it back to the screen. Freed-Hardeman, they were one out away from losing that game against College of Idaho. And they scored 3 in the 7th to win that game, and now they scored 2 in the bottom of the fourth here to lead 2-0. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Madison Love, and here's Cassie Hayes. She was the hero in game 1 with that 2-run homer to give Freed-Hardeman a 3-2 lead in the top of the 7th. It was her first home run of the year. There's a pitch to her. In for a strike. But the big hit in this inning, Annalise Jarnigan, one-out double to score 2, to score Donovan and also Strain, the pinch runner. Here's the next pitch. Check swing. It's up high, 1-1. 1-1 is the count and the pitch. Ball 2 skips up. Good block behind the plate by Parker. That one bounced on the turf. Here's the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Who wants it? Jenkins makes the play. And the inning is over, but the big hit by Annalise Jarnigan, and 2 runs come across for Freed-Hardeman. They had 3 hits, no errors, and they left 1 on. We head to the 5th inning. It's 2-0 Freed-Hardeman. Okay. Here we go, 5th inning, top of the order. Kalena Oots, Morgan Willis, and Kelly Gorman. Oots reached on an error and walked. The Eagles had the bases loaded, 2 out, could not score last inning, and Freed-Hardeman put 2 on the board in the bottom of the 4th. So here's Oots facing Brittany Adair, who got a big strikeout. There's a base hit into center field on the first pitch by Oots. Slap hitter, and she slapped that one right over second base. So she's on at first for Morgan Willis, who struck out both times. Well, let's see. If Pat Rear to put the bunt play on here, probably will. Third baseman Morgan, first baseman Hayes certainly anticipating that. And here's the pitch. No indication of a bunt there, and it's ball 1 outside. Here's the next one. Swing and a miss. Not bunting. 1-1 is the count on Willis. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Adair. Foul left side out of play. 1-2. Well, you have Kelly Gorman coming up next, who's hit 22 home runs. That's probably one reason you're thinking, let's swing away and see what happens. And the breeze is blowing out to left. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1. 2-1 is the count on Willis. 2-2, excuse me. 2-2 is the count. And here's the pitch to her. Popped up, foul, out of play, behind the third base dugout. So Willis again steps in from the left side. 2-2 pitch. On the way from Adair. Popped up, foul, out of play behind us again. The battle continues here.
That's not in the water. Steven, that ball is not in the water.
2-2 is the count on Morgan Willis. And the pitch. Popped up again, same place. Maybe you're running out of softballs. It is cooling off tonight. Everyone in coats and blankets. 2-2 is the count on Willis. A good at bat here. And the pitch. Took it low. 3-2. Boy, she is good at bat. Of course, 30 miles from Fayette. A good crowd from CMU here tonight. Adair. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit into center. Holding on at second base is Willis, or rather is Oops. Willis at first, and here come the Eagles. 2 on, nobody out. And that brings up Kelly Gorman.
Now batting for the Eagles.
Here comes Gorman.
Left fielder Kelly Gorman.
And Freed-Hardeman getting Chloe Winters trotting down to the bullpen. 2 on, nobody out for Gorman. The meat of the order. Gorman, Love, and White right here. Here's the first pitch to Gorman. Inside, ball 1. One and 0 on Gorman. Wind blowing out to the left. Here's the pitch. Ball 2 low. Adair can't find the plate. She's walked 3, hit a batter, struck out 9. And the pitch. Ball 3. 3-0. Two nothing. Freed-Hardeman leads, but right now the Eagles have put their first 2 on, a 3-0 count on Kelly Gorman. Their number 3 in the batting order, top home run hitter, and a 3-0 count. Here's the pitch. Strike on the inside corner, 3-1. She was taking all the way. Runner at second is Oots. Willis at first, both with base hits. And the 3-1 to Gorman is on the way. Check swing, ball 4, bases loaded with nobody out. Oots goes to third. Willis goes to second. Gorman is at first. And let's see if we're going to have a pitching change here. Coach Humphrey out talking to everyone in the circle. Madison Love is the hitter. Both these teams, one way or the other, will play tomorrow. First three are on. Madison Love is the hitter. Now the umpire will go out and she will say that's enough. It's getting late as it is. We still have another game to play. Elimination game coming up next. Todd Humphrey talking to the home plate umpire. Bases are loaded. Two veteran coaches here. All right, Madison Love. Well, you think she can help her own cause here? It's a dare against Love. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And here's the first pitch to Love. Strike on the inside corner. Oh and 1 she was taking. She wanted her pitch. She wasn't going to swing at that one. Here's the next one. Ground ball to third. They're going to throw home for the force. On to first. And they get the double play. Ground ball to third. Morgan threw home. And then the catcher, Donovan, threw a strike to first. Double play. Willis goes to third. Gorman to second. But what a double play. Two down now. Runners at second and third. Madison White could still tie the game with a hit. And the pitch to her. High ball one. Boy, that was good defense. Morgan threw home. Could have stepped on the bag, but she threw home for the force. And then Donovan threw a strike to first for the double play. Here's White. Ball two inside. Adair wanted that pitch, didn't get the call. She could still base hit. Runners are at second and third here. Well, the Eagles would hate to miss this opportunity, but if you're a Freed-Hardeman fan, Adair could get out of this jam. Here's the pitch. High, almost hit her, 3-0. So bases may be loaded again for Delia Sewell. Well, Sewell will not hit next. It would be Caitlin Cobb. Cobb out of Blair Oaks is in the on-deck circle. Here's the 3-0 to White. There's a strike, 3-1. Three and one pitch coming from Adair. Ball four, bases loaded again. And that's going to, well, let's see. I thought for a moment that Coach Humphrey was going to come out. He's not. Here's Caitlin Cobb out of Blair Oaks, her first at bat. Bases are loaded. Willis is at third. Gorman at second. White's at first. It's Adair against Cobb. Cobb, a 272 hitter, has 13 RBI on the year. A hit here could tie this game. Here's the first pitch to her. Ball one low. Boy, the Eagles left the bases loaded in the fourth. They've got them loaded here in the fifth. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Kolb, a left-handed hitter. Adair, a 1-1 count. Pop foul out of play, 1 and 2. Adair working the back of that pitching circle, now steps up on top. 1-2 to Kolb. Here it is. Struck her out, and for the second inning, the Eagles leave the bases loaded. They had the bases loaded with nobody out, the double play and the strikeout. In the inning, no runs. There were a couple of hits, no errors, and 3 more left on base. The Eagles now have stranded 9 base runners through 5. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 2-0, Freed-Hardeman.
Leading off for Freed-Hardeman, shortstop, Allie Mitchell.
We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's Allie Mitchell, the shortstop. Takes ball 1. Boy, the Eagles, 3 runners on in both the 4th and 5th, and give Adair a lot of credit for working out of those jams and some really good defense. Here's a line foul, third base side. Boy, did Mitchell turn on that one. Fouled it down the left field line. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Next one. Will change up. Stays high, 2-1. Two and one is the count on the shortstop for the Lions. There's a strike. And the next pitch, way high, 3-2. Love is struck out for, walked 1. Here's the pitch. Just outside, ball 4. That's the second walk. Given up by Love. And that brings Catherine Crabb hit into a ground out and then walked. There's the first pitch to her. Squares to bunt. Good bunt. First to the first baseman. Kolb throws to Kaiser covering, and the sacrifice works. And that puts Mitchell at second now for Harris. Harris a base hit and grounded to short.
Number 6, right fielder, Kennedy Harris.
Kennedy plays right field. And here's the pitch to her. Low. Good job of blocking that by Parker. Kept that runner from going to third. It's a 1-0 count on Harris. There's a strike, 1-1. Sophie Dunavant's on deck. Here's the pitch from Love. That's high. 2-1. Two and one is the count on Harris. Pitch to her. There's a strike on the outside corner. About letter high. 2-2. Two and two is the count on Harris. Here's the next one to her. Foul right side. Ball comes right back to the pitching circle. Hit one of the beams just outside the dugout. Came right back to the pitching circle. Then was picked up by Love, and she'll use that same softball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That's the fifth strikeout for Love. Two out, and here's Donovan. She's 2 for 2. Couple of base hits and scored one of those runs in the fourth inning. Love goes to work to Donovan. Ball one, upstairs. Here's her next one. That's in for a strike, 1-1. One and one on the Lion catcher. And the pitch to her. That's upstairs, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Chopped at the plate, foul. It rolls about halfway down the first baseline. And that evens the count at 2-2. Two out, runner at second. Here's the pitch to Donovan. That's high. And it's full count. Caitlin Mitchell on deck. Here's the pitch. Ground ball. Cut off by Jenkins. Throw across. Off the bag. Runners coming. Now caught in a rundown. Here's the throw to third. And she gets back to third. That's be an error on Jenkins on the throw. Mitchell got to third, started to come home, and then wisely went back without a throw.
Now batting, number 9, Caitlin Mitchell.
Here's Caitlin Mitchell now. So the error keeps the inning alive. And there's Caitlin Mitchell. Grounded to third and then into a double play, and then a base hit and scored a run. First pitch to her, inside, ball one. Steps in from the right side, 1-0. She's a designated player, almost steps out with that left foot out of the box. Ball two inside. So 2-0 is the count here. Love's pitch. Ground ball off of her glove to the shortstop. Picked up. Throw to first in the dirt. It's dropped and a run scores. Another error. That's an error on White. So Donovan ends up at second, Mitchell at first, and Ollie Mitchell scores, and it is 3-0. 2 errors in a row, one by Jenkins, one by White. Normally very good defensive players. And that time White had enough time to throw out Mitchell, but threw it low. And Kolb could not handle it, and a run scores. So 2 errors in the inning. There's not been a hit. A walk, a sacrifice, and 2 errors, and a couple of runs have scored, or 1 run scored. So it's 3-0 now. And Lakin Page, the hitter, she struck out both times to the plate. That was a big run there. An unearned run.
Now batting, number 16, left fielder, Lakin Page.
So here's Lakin Page. Here's the pitch from Love. Ground ball off of her glove, picked up by White. Her throw to first is in time for the out. But in the inning, a big run for the Lions. No hits, 2 errors, and they left 2 on base. We go to inning number 6. It's 3-0. Freed-Hardeman with the lead.
She says, if I had them, I'd have them on, right? Come on, girls.
Well, Freed-Hardeman will use a new pitcher in the top of the 6th inning. That's Chloe Winters. She finished the win over College of Idaho. So she is out in the 6th inning. Brittany Adair gave up 3 hits, no runs, struck out 10, walked 3, and hit a batter. So if you look at those numbers for Freed-Hardeman and pitching numbers, Chloe Winters has struck out 62. She has a 1.32 ERA. Brittany Adair now has 249 strikeouts. Freed-Hardeman, if they hold on to win, be their 41st win of the year. And also, now a long way to go yet in this one, I know. But I believe for Todd Humphrey, if they win tonight, it'd be his 499th win. He's not thinking about that right now. He's thinking about outs. Michaela Harcrow against Winters. Ball 1 all the way back to the backstop. We're in the top of the 6th inning. 3-0. Freed-Hardeman with the lead. CMU has left the bases loaded in both the 4th and 5th innings. There's a strike, 1-1. Winters trying for her 2nd save in as many games this evening or tonight. Harcrow's 0 for 1 with a walk. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And one reason you might think that Coach Humphrey went to a different pitcher, not that Adair got herself out of those bases loaded jams, but all of a sudden now you have a different look of a pitcher out there for the third time around in the order. Chop over the pitcher's head to the shortstop, throw to first. Got her, good stretch by Hayes. Wow, she did the splits on that stretch and they get the out. Good defense, one down. Here's Caitlin Kaiser.
Now batting for the Eagles, second baseman, number 3, Caitlin Kaiser.
There's one out. And I'm not sure that Hayes didn't hurt herself on that stretch. But she literally did the splits. She's all right. One out. And I think that stretch really helped get that out. So one out for Kaiser. Pitch from Winters. Inside, ball one. Ooh, boo, say the Freed-Hardeman fans. They wanted a strike on the inside corner, didn't get the call. Well, Freed-Hardeman will have to go through the top of the order of CMU at least one more time. So this thing is a long ways from over. There's a line drive right to the shortstop. Caught by Mitchell, 2 down. Hit hard, but right at Mitchell. She made the catch, and here's Jordan Jenkins, the third baseman. Winters pitch to her, upstairs, ball one. 3 hits for the Eagles, no runs. A couple of big errors in that last inning led to a Hardeman run, Freed-Hardeman run. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to third, one hop, grabbed by Morgan, across, and a 1-2-3 inning. So Chloe Winters does the job. We head to the bottom of the 6th, 3-0, Freed-Hardeman. We head into the bottom of the 6th inning. Madison Love continues to pitch for the Eagles. Annalise Jarnigan, the big double that drove in 2 runs in the 4th inning, will lead things off. Then it'll be Samantha Morgan and Cassie Hayes. When the Eagles come to the plate in the 7th, they'll have the top of the order. Annalise Jarnigan, again, the big double, the one-out double in the 4th inning that plated 2. Here's the pitch to her. Swing and a miss. Love took something off that one. So 0-1 on Jarnigan. We won't have many fans here for the next game. All the CMU fans will be headed home. So will the Freed-Hardeman fans. They'll be headed back to the hotels in Columbia. 1-1 is the count on Jarnigan. Here's the next one to her. Inside, 2-1. Well, Love can ill afford to give up anything else here in this inning, or especially any runs. That run in the 5th inning was unearned, but nonetheless, it was a big one. Here's the next one. Little pop up into right field, and the catch is made by Harcrow. One down. Here's Morgan. That ball went a lot farther than I thought it would.
Now batting for the Lions.
So one down, and here's Morgan. Samantha Morgan made some nice plays at third base. Started that double play back in the 4th inning, and that was huge. Or in the 5th inning, rather. It was huge. Bases loaded, nobody out. She started that double play. Fouls this one back off the screen, 0-1. Both these teams will play again tomorrow. The loser will play at 1 o'clock, the winner at 3. Those are Central times. Here's the next one to Morgan. Ground ball. Kaiser gets to it, throws her out from her knees, 2 down. Stopped it, went to the knee, and threw her out, 2 down, 2 up, 2 down. And here's Cassie Hayes. Again, she was the hero of game 1 with her 2-run homer in the top of the 7th inning, as the Lions scored 3 in the 7th to beat College of Idaho 3-2. And her 2-run blast was the difference. Pitch upstairs, ball 1. Elimination game coming up next. Yep, we have one more tonight. There's ball 2. Ball 2 on Hayes. The Ottawa team coming behind us now. Here's the pitch. That's in for a strike. And it's 2-1. Here's the next one from Love. 3-1 inside. Allie Mitchell on deck. She walked and then scored after the couple of errors last inning. Here's the 3-1. Oh, strike 2, 3-2. A delayed call, and Hayes had taken a couple of steps toward first, and nope, come on back here. 3-2. Love looking for a 1-2-3 inning here. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and she got it. That's her 6th strikeout. Nothing across. We head to the 7th. And Freed-Hardeman has a 3-0 lead. Ooh, I would have froze to death. We head into the 7th inning. CMU trailing 3-0. It'll be Hoots, Willis, and Gorman. Elena Hoots Eagles left the bases loaded in the 4th and 5th, but went 1, 2, 3 in the 6th against this new pitcher, Chloe Winters. Chloe got the save in the last win over College of Idaho, and she's looking to do the same here. Oots reached on an error, walked, and a base hit. She's 1 for 2. And the first pitch to her is a strike, outside corner. So 0-1 on Oots. Here's the next one from Winters. Swing and a miss, quickly 0-2. And Oots is a slap hitter, and she made that work the last time with a base hit. So it's 0-2. Three hits by the Eagles tonight. That's outside, 1-2. Top of the 7th. 1-2 is the count on Oots. And the pitch from Winters. Struck her out, 1 down. That's her first strikeout. The 11th strikeout for Lion pitchers. Here's Morgan Willis, struck out a couple of times, had a base hit in the 5th. If the Eagles cannot come back, they'll play at 1 o'clock against the winner of our next game, which is coming up after this one. Outside ball 1. Still have 2 outs to go. Kelly Gorman on deck. Eagles need base runners. Winters wants outs. All 2. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Willis. Ball 3. Well, for the Eagles, they need base runners. 3-0 on Willis, and Gorman, a power hitter, is up next. There's a strike, 3-1. Come on. 3-1, and the next one to Willis. Ground ball up the middle, base hit. Willis gets the second hit of the night. And a runner at first. With 1 out for Kelly Gorman. She struck out a couple of times and walked. Madison Love on deck. Top of the order there. It's a tough part of the order to get through. Winters has 1 out, and here's the pitch. There's a strike, 0-1. The Lions have committed just the 1 error. That was on the very first hitter, Kelly Oots. Here's the 0-1 to Gorman. Inside, 1-1. Never easy to get those last 3 outs. That's why you like baseball and softball. You can't, like in football or basketball, you can use the clock. You can't do that in this sport. You have to get the outs. They're tough to get. Swing and a miss, 1-2. That pitch was up, led her high, and Gorman couldn't get to it. So it's 1-2. One and two on Gorman. And here's the pitch to her. Chopped in fair play. Picked up at third, throw to first, safe, and the runner, tying run will come to the plate. Morgan grabbed it, fired to first, but it was a chopper, and it was a slowly hit ball, and Gorman beat it out. So now first and second with 1 out for Madison Love. Struck out, hit a line drive that was caught by the third baseman, and then grounded into that force out at home, play at first, double play. First and second, 1 out for Madison Love. Here's the pitch. Inside corner for a strike. Madison White is on deck. It's not over yet. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That around her knees. 0-2 on Madison Love. She's the pitcher of record. Could really help her cause here. Winner's pitch. Low, 1-2. One and two is the count on Madison Love. And here's the next one to her. Swing and a miss, and that's a huge strikeout. Now there are 2 outs. It's up to Madison White. The Eagles have already left 9 base runners on. They have 2 more out there. Madison White, 1 for 2. Inside corner, strike 1. Freed-Hardeman trying to get into the 1 o'clock or the 3 o'clock game tomorrow. CMU trying to battle her way back. Here's the next one to Madison White. Chop foul. Now CMU down to the last strike. Freed-Hardeman defeated College of Idaho 3-2. They're leading here 3-0. Brittany Adair will be the pitcher of record if this score holds. 0-2 count on Madison White. And the pitch. Just outside, 1-2. Willis at second, Gorman at first. The story in this game will be runners left on base if CMU can't come back. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just outside, 2-2. Oh. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Line drive in the left center. That's going to score 1. It may score 2. Willis will score. Gorman will score. Here's the throw to second. Not in time. It's 3-2 as Madison White comes up with a double to left center, and the Eagles have the tying run at second base. Wow. And I think we'll have a pinch runner here. Madison White was down on the count 0-2, and on a 1-2 pitch, lined it in the left field. You're going to have a pinch runner. And the pinch runner is going to be Hannah Criswell. So Criswell will run. She's the tying run now. Or excuse me, Criswell's going to hit. So Criswell will hit. Hannah Criswell will be the pinch hitter. A base hit would tie this game here in the 7th inning. Wow. Runner at second is White. Criswell the batter. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to first. It's taken there. The step on the bag. Game is over. Freed-Hardeman, 2 runs by the Eagles here in the inning on 3 hits. They strand 1 more runner, but Chloe Winters gets the last out, and it is a 3-2 win for Freed-Hardeman. So tomorrow, CMU will play in the 1 o'clock game against the winner of the game coming up. That is College of Idaho in Ottawa, Arizona. And Freed-Hardeman 1 win away now from moving on to the finals in Georgia. 3-2, our final score. For the Eagles, the losing pitcher was Madison Love. They scored those 2 runs in the inning. The winning pitcher, Brittany Adair, she struck out 10. Again, the final 3-2. And that'll do it for that game. We're going to take a break, and yes, we still have one more, an elimination game between Ottawa, Arizona, and College of Idaho. So that's coming up in about 20 minutes.